Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Form Therapy. This is the Culture Study. My name is Cheok PD, and today I'm going to be reacting to my boy. This is Dino, or shall we say Picheolin, for 아프지 않는 이별은 없다, aka Lovesick, with narration by Imun. This is a pre-release track from Dino of 17, his full-on solo debut for Picheolin. For Picheolin, gotta preface, because Dino has debuted solo before with Wade. And frankly, I had a feeling the members were all gonna start cascading into the military this year. However, I did not think that I thought, we're finally going to get that Dino solo I've been waiting for. We're finally going to get that Dino album I've been waiting for. A follow-up to Wait, because if y'all haven't seen my Wait reaction, y'all know I have been glazing Dino for years. I am like, this kid is the chosen one. He could do it. He could be that guy. And then he's like, ha! Before I go into the military, I'm actually going to debut with my fictional character. And I believe he is perhaps the first and only idol to debut as a persona. There are other artists outside of the K-pop idol realm who've done that before, but Dino would be the first within the idol sphere. Picheolin, of course, is a reference to the character he has now played numerous times on Going 17. Picheolin, and if you haven't seen it, to put it, Picheolin is like I would say he's a romantic guy. He's an old school Korean man. He's a guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. And I will say, I've heard a bit of this song. Before this song came out, there was a YouTube short. I think Dino was already promoting this song kind of like on like doing like a busking tour sort of thing in the countryside. And I heard a snippet of him singing this. And it sounded fucking amazing. It sounds, I don't know what the song is, but the brief clip I heard, I swiped away, sounded fucking amazing. So my standards are super fucking high. I feel like whatever the title track is going to be, I feel like that's going to go full trot. This, I feel like, is probably actually going to be one of my favorites from the album, just basing this on the snippet I've heard. Now, the title, people are calling this Lovesick. However, in Korean, it means 아프지 않는 이별은 없다, which translates roughly to there is no such thing as a goodbye that doesn't hurt. So, 아프지 않는 이별은 없다. 이별 is a parting of ways. It's a goodbye. It's a breakup. It doesn't have to just be respective to like a romantic dating sort of realm. 이별 is not just a goodbye, it's a parting of ways. It's the emotion of that. 없다 is there isn't a thing. Like it's not there. Like it doesn't exist. And then 아프지 않는 pain not being like no pain. So like no pain breakup, no such thing. So I would translate that roughly to there is no such thing as either a painful or there is no such thing as a painless goodbye, or there is no such thing as a goodbye that does not hurt. But they just called it Lovesick, so we'll just call it Lovesick, which is a lot more simpler. Let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, I forgot to mention, Imun is also a very, 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 I cannot emphasize with enough varies how famous of a this vibes Korean singer that he is. Imun is a legendary. I would go so far as to say legendary. He's a legendary singer from. I mean, he still is now. I think every Korean knows who Imun is, even younger people. His music is legacy. It still lives on, and so he's incredibly famous. Makes a lot of very like emotional songs. So if you enjoy him on this, go check out some Imun songs. That's Lee Moon Moo and then SAE. All right, let's go ahead and check out 아프지 않는 이별은 없다.
안녕하세요. 이문세입니다. 이별이 슬픈 건 더 이상 말을 걸 수 없기 때문이겠죠. 오늘 괜찮으신가요? 아프지만 괜찮은 척 웃고 있는 그 마음 위에 노래 한 곡 들려드립니다.
Got a very
아프지 않은 이별은 없다.
it's got a very intimate 90s sentimentality. Woo! Damn! Ooh, little city pop. Okay.
감기처럼 스쳐갈 인연인 줄 알았어.
Ooh, boy.
남지 않겠지 했었어.
This style of singing is a very 90s style of singing.
그대를 그리며 잠 못 드는 밤 술잔에 비친 우리야 추억들이 날 슬프게 만드는 거야. 너를 사랑하지 말걸 조금 좋아할걸 후회가 돼. 이제 볼 수 없는 네가 보고 싶은 밤 모래치는 내 맘을 마주하고 너의 예쁜 미소 갈수록 더 선명해져.
Wow.
다시 못할
Dino, this-
것 같아. 사랑
Dino, you can't do this. Oh my god.
언젠가는 또 다른 사랑에
Wow, even the tinted blue shades.
살아갈 수 있을까? 난 못할 것 같아.
The colorful tie. Oh my god.
매일 그대를 그리며 잠 못 드는 밤 술잔에 비친 우리야 추억들이 날 슬프게 만드는 거야. 너를 사랑하지 말걸 조금 좋아할걸 후회가 돼. 이제
Oh my god. This is.
보고 싶은 밤
Oh my god. This is a classic.
내 맘을 마주하고 너의 예쁜 미소 갈수록 더 선명해져. 다시
와.
못할 것 같아. 사랑
Go more. That was. Damn. I wanted that to be a 4-minute song. That song is too good. Wow. 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 The vibes are incredible. Wow. Wow. You know, in Korean, that is a song and a music video with what we call 느낌. Just the vibes. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but that's my son. That is out of every 17 solo or unit release that's ever come out, that is without a doubt my favorite song. I'm sorry. It man, it trumps everything for me. It trumps everything for me because I think this is not really K-pop. I think also that's it's fighting on a different realm, and it's a little not fair. It's not really pop. It's definitely got very big elements of city pop, but it's not playing into K-pop and Hallyu sort of vibes, and it's so emotional. It's so emotional. Like the only thing that could give it a run for its money is something like Blue by Seungkwan and Tokyum, but it's a little bit more pop than Seungkwan and Tokyum, and so it's got a catchiness and a groove to it that is outpacing that song. And so yeah, our little 금막내 is all grown up, and I mean he was all grown up a long time ago, but oh my god, he's now at the point where if to me he's maybe even showing up his older brothers. This song, I'm very curious as to how kind of the international carrot base will receive this. First off, I think this song will do very well with Koreans. I think that's why he's busking this in the countryside. I think this is an insanely Korean song. I don't know how else to describe it other than it is an insanely Korean song. This is the kind of music I grew up listening to in the 90s. It's that kind of Imun sort of vibe. It's emotional. I'm in my feels, and the only way to like survive is to sing about it sort of a feeling. It's a little bluesy. It's very city pop. It's incredibly sentimental, very melancholic. And it's so pained. The yearning, and with a very 90s style of singing. And 90s Korean style of singing is all about yearning. I can't say the same for any other like region of style of singing from that era, but the way he vocally sings some of these parts here. Let me jump to like a random part of the verse. He actually does it less in the chorus, but it's more so in the verses. So if you hear that, he goes 감기처럼 스쳐가는 what's after 스쳐가는 스쳐간 인연은 알았어. That is a very Korean 90s way of singing. We held on to our notes. A lot of our Korean ballads, especially, was a lot of note holding. It's saying very, very slowly. Here a little bit more. It's like every bar has a note that's going to be extended, and it's just traveling to get to that note. Na 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 na. And that's how you know the pre-chorus is changing too. They change up how they hold the notes. 매일 그대를. So he holds two notes right there. And I gotta say, Dino is so well known for his dancing, but Dino has a fantastic singing voice. I say this with nothing but love, but Dino has, I think, never gotten to really ever show off as a musician within 17. Not his fault, not even 17's fault. there's 13 of them in total, you know? It's a battle for line distribution every single time. And yeah, of course you're going to give like the highest and boomiest voices. And so, you know, and Dino is also very fucking good at dancing. And so, you know, he's in the dance team, right? But I think Dino, it's not even that like I think he's the best singer in 17. He's not. But I think he has a very, very phenomenal tone. His tone, his voice is, I think, very rich with color. I think there's a lot of nuance in his voice that conveys like warmth, and yet there's a warmth and yet a sense of loss and longing in the way that he's hitting this. And I feel like he doesn't have traditional ballad vocals. That's why I actually like his singing so much. And so much in a way that like I think I like his voice more than a handful of other 17 members. Perhaps even I think I like his voice, frankly, more than most of the vocal team members. The vocal team members, they're great singers, of course, but they have, I think, like these specific tones. Some are like very, just like very ballad focused. And I feel like, as I said, this is the kind of music that I grew up on. And I feel like 17's vocal team is a little bit more modern K-pop ballad standards. And that's why I like Dino's voice a lot more. I also love this music video. This music video's vibes, the way that they shot it, you know, everything of this era. I think it's a very, in my opinion, it's a very Korean music video. But I think people are probably not very familiar with 90s Korea aesthetics. 90s Korea aesthetics is kind of, well, it's the same as 90s aesthetics anywhere. But I think especially because it's Asia, I think it's also gonna, and with this song being city pop, which of course Japan gets the big love for that. I think a lot of this can look like almost like a 90s sort of lost in translation visual aesthetic, even down to this vintage Mercedes right here. Everything about it is giving that sort of 90s aesthetic. So it like even like the way that they shoot the city lights and stuff, it can look, I think people who are not familiar with 90s Korean visuals, it can look like Japan and like a city pop. But I will say, like, this is a very Korean music video. But like the I think one of the things that really stands out about this music video is the cinematography language and the shot design. One of the things that I think the 90s did really well, and we don't really see this in modern cinematography anymore. And I think it's a mix of two things. I think it's we kind of outgrew this style, as well as you know, the revelation of film, of digital versus film. Digital is a little too clean. If you watch this video, they fucking muddy the hell out of this video with a lot of grain over the video. There's a lot of effects over the video to make it look a little bit muddier. So the texture of the video is not super clean. It doesn't have that modern K-pop music video polish. And the way that it's color graded, but it's also the shot design, the use of a lot of negative space. The video gives off a sense of emptiness. And a lot of 90s movies, they kind of held on to a lot of uncomfortable shots and uncomfortable silences. He looks so alone. But the way that they frame this shot, even just the lamp slightly in the background, the shade half closed, if this shot was the open window, it wouldn't have the same sort of shot like uncomfortable feeling that this shot is giving you, hopefully is giving you, like throughout the video. If you feel a certain way watching this music video, it's intentions like this. It's this kind of shot design and careful shot creation that I feel like really was a part of a lot of 90s filmmaking. And I feel like subconsciously, we as a society have become so averse to being uncomfortable and so averse to being lonely that I feel like we also just naturally, I feel like modern filmmakers, we naturally even move away from designing our shots like this. We don't make uncomfortable looking shots. I feel like movies that do really have to do it intentionally. But I feel like it was almost like a natural part of society back then, you know, like with there was like less connection of the internet. Life was a lot quieter back then. And I feel like that's what life felt like. And the cinematography of that time reflected that time in our lives. And now if you look at a lot of music videos, it can be very super stylized. It can be like a lot of bright lighting. You know, you can have like the super Marvel, like comic book lighting where everything it looks like a K-pop music video, you know, everything is like super like well lit, or even if it looks cinematic and it's got like backlighting and it's not super crazy lit, it's like very stylized color grading. Like everything is like super polished nowadays. And that's something I really like about this music video is how they capture the 감정 of this era, like this the feeling of this era, the emptiness, the coldness. It's awesome. As well as the narration. I was getting this vibe when Imun was doing the narration in the beginning. I was like, oh, he's there's a certain tone in Korean culture that we call the radio tone. It's like, how are you today? Perhaps today, blah, blah, blah. I think the best way we can compare it into American culture is NPR voice. We have like NPR voice, but it's radio voice. And I was like, oh, Imun sounds like he's doing a radio thing. And then we see it's an old school radio too. We see it actually playing across this radio. So that was really fun. Let's continue watching. Sorry about the huge fucking detour and nerding out about this fucking cinematography, but it's fucking beautiful. I have not seen cinematography like this since like maybe Lost in Translation. This is gonna be a karaoke song. For me, anyway. This refrain is so very 90s again. 또 다른 사랑에 빠져 살아갈 수 있을까 난 못할 것 같아 매일 그대를. This is also very 90s fashion, very 90s Korean fashion. The sun, the tinted blue shades, the slightly boxy suit, the very colorful tie. Love that part. I love like it's the bridge and we're doing these these overlay shots and we have like him like doing the very Dino-esque dance of just like dancing with passion. But I love the shots of like the light streak of like going through a tunnel and like the city lights and stuff like that. It like and it moving fast. It's just so that is so very city pop. Like it really brings the bridge of this music video to life. See, now my one critique and complaint. Songs from this era were still longer. Dun, 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 dun. I think what I would have loved is just one small part right here, and they go dun, 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 dun. And then it can go one of two ways. But a very gentle part, slight like 90s synth keyboard, just boom, and then it goes just this singing the chorus but gentler, like almost like whispering it. 너를 사랑하지 말걸, 좋아하지 말걸, 후회가 돼, and then fade out, and then the drums kick back in, and then one more big fucking chorus. That's the only thing. Because songs from this era typically ended also more on fade outs rather than da 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 da. That is more like a thing we do now. You know what I love about Picheolin is, as much of a joke as he is as a character, is that they played this music video and this song 1000% serious. So it only makes the quality fucking phenomenal. And I think it only raises the street cred for Picheolin. And for Dino as well, that he's fucking in a persona and he's fucking eating like this. And that's also what I really like about Dino in Picheolin. He treats Picheolin like Picheolin is a real person. It's madness, but it's what makes it so fucking funny. And in this case, it's like, I don't even think it's funny. It's just so good. It's good. Nobody has released a song like this in like the past 20 years. And so, you know, just nothing but love. I love that song so much. As I said, it across the broad spectrum of 17's unit songs, there's even like some fucking phenomenal B-sides. Especially, I love the B-sides off of Koops and Mingyu's album, as well as V8's album. But I love this song more than that, to the point of, and I think I might be probably one of the few people that actually say this. Nothing against Dino and nothing against Picheolin or this song, but I just think it's like a super dated song. But for me, this might be my favorite release this year. It might be my favorite song this year. Like, it's just, as a Korean person, it speaks to me on a much deeper level, and it hits the vibes for me and it hits the grooves for me on a much deeper level that I do not think that's international fans, even if they do like the song or love the song or enjoy the song, will not appreciate to the same level and to the same depth. And so, I think I might be the only person who says this, but I think this might be my favorite song this year. Like this, like in terms of like a soloist, it might be my favorite soloist release this year for sure. And then in terms of like K-pop releases, again, this is not really even K-pop. He's just a K-pop artist who's doing 90s ballad. But it might be my, like, in terms of releases, it might be my favorite release this year. It might be that guy. So I'm going to pass the question off to you. What did you guys think of Dino's? This is the pre-release. Now, I know he's going to fucking make a meal out of the title track. So I'm glad he made this one like super serious and sentimental. But I'm going to pass the question off to you. What did you guys think of 아프지 않는 이별은 없다 by Picheolin, aka Lovesick? Let me know in the comments down below who here is excited for Dino's solo debut. If you are, put your hands in the air, and hey, consider joining the Patreon, because I will be doing a listening party for Dino's album his Picheolin album over on the Patreon. It's called Billboard. Very fucking funny. And over on Patreon, I do reactions for releases that I can't react to necessarily on YouTube due to copyright. And I am actually getting into live streaming a lot more, exclusively only on Patreon though. So if you just pay for a Patreon subscription, you can get early access to my reactions. But at higher tiers, you can also get access to my variety reactions, my live listening parties, and we even have an early access tier where you'll be able to tune in to my filming sessions live, where I film next month's content, and you can check it out a month early. So I'll be definitely doing Dino's in August. So tune in. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. If you want to just support the channel for free, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you watched the video. Consider hitting the like button down below. Please consider subscribing if it's your first time here. I'm a huge fucking carrot. I'm a day one carrot. And so if you love 17 and if you want to see more 17 reactions, I've got a ton on my channel. So subscribe here and you can see some of my other 17 reactions in the upper hand corners, or just search the channel. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in another video. Peace out.